And so this is a really dope visual that kind of breaks down that process, but really it has 5 components. And I'll start by saying that, as Dee said, this is all a big experiment, that we have not seen this done before. And so we really are making the road as we walk it. And at the heart of that is deep collaboration. And so the folks you will hear from on this call who are doing incredible local work are the engines, the masterminds behind the people's process, along with the folks in the steering committee. We are really trying to figure out, how do we create a process that centers our voices and our people inside of a system that is meant to silence them? And so we are constantly thinking about different ways of doing this. We're constantly in conversation. We really want to invite you into this board experiment and help us figure out so we can really model this so that at the local level, at the federal level, at the state level, we're able to make laws that really are accountable to us, that are in all language, that are all solutions. And so as of now, the people's process has kind of 5 key components. The first one is a survey. Secondly is deep political education. We know that these sound bites that have been used to justify the oppression of Black folks, of brown folks, of migrants, of Indigenous folks, of queer folks, that they are very, very powerful, and they are deeply, deeply invested in our society. And so how do we start to sharpen our communities and sharpen ourselves to be able to tell the truth and say it loudly? And so political ed is a huge piece of this. We also will have PMAs, or people movement assemblies. And then there will be a robust drafting process that we will be at the center of and will be in charge of. And then we will advocate to see this made real. And at the heart of all of these processes is about power. We know the only way that we can keep ourselves safe is if we also accumulate and implement our own power, that we have to shift power from the faces that we saw who for literally decades have been in positions of power into the hands of our communities, our organizations, and our own infrastructure. And so at the heart of this is, how do we actually build up and support local power so we not only can pass new laws, but also hold folks accountable to implement that.